trees that are over 1,000 years old. So yeah, these areas are really hot. Another place to meet locals, I believe, is Lido Beach. This looks amazing. I'm Camilla, I make travel and geography related videos, and for the past 12 weeks I've been posting videos about our road trip from this summer, called 3-week road trip in Norway. There are 12 episodes, check them out if you want to, and there's a link down below. Now it is time for the zooming in on videos again, and today we are zooming in on Somalia. Yes, Somalia, Africa's number 7. In this video, I will present to you the geography and travel suggestions for Somalia, and I seek to find the most correct information. Now, sometimes I make mistakes. You're welcome to let me know so that this video will be as correct as possible. Now, let's zoom in. Somalia lies in the Horn of Africa, bordering 3 countries, Djibouti, Ethiopia, and Kenya, as well as the Indian Ocean and the Gulf of Aden. Somalia has a long coastline. Actually, it has the longest coastline of all of mainland Africa. But if we include island nations, then Madagascar holds the title for the longest coastline of Africa. As you see, there is a border dispute between Somalia and Ethiopia. There's no clear agreement of where this border goes. Another border dispute is over Somaliland. Somaliland is a self-declared country, but is internationally considered to be part of Somalia. The northernmost point of Somalia lies here, close to the town Kalula. The easternmost point lies on this peninsula. The southernmost point lies here on the beach bordering Kenya, and the westernmost point lies along this straight line, the border with Kenya. Somalia is a pretty big country. It comes in number 43 in area. With 15.8 million inhabitants, Somalia comes in number 71 in population. This makes Somalia a little densely populated country and comes in number 156 in population density. Let's check out the data for life expectancy. In 1960, life expectancy was 37 years. In 2019, life expectancy had risen to 57.4 years. That is a huge change. The numbers suggest that life has become much better in Somalia since the 60s, and life expectancy is still rising. The capital of Somalia is Mogadishu and is also the largest city. The second largest city is Hargeisa. Somalia has 2 official languages. They are Somali and Arabic. Somali is also spoken in parts of Ethiopia, Kenya, and Djibouti, the neighboring countries. Somalia in Somali is Somalia. It is not clear where the name Somali comes from, but it could come from Samal, referring to cow's milk. It could also come from an Arabic word meaning wealthy. Now we'll zoom in on the capital, Mogadishu. Okay, so Mogadishu lies here, along the Indian Ocean. Looks like their surroundings are pretty dry. And here is the international airports. This looks like a port area around Old Mogadishu, Bandhir districts, Dagmada Shibis, Somali National University, open until 8:30 p.m. We have a hotel, supermarket, pharmacy, bank, a peace garden. Let's see where we can go. I'm so curious about what this will look like. Okay, let's check out this peace garden. Alright, it is dark. That doesn't matter. Looks like a little place where you can get something to eat. Yeah, some chairs, tables. This is a park. These look like palm trees. Big yellow building. And some lights here, blue and green. This looks like grass. And the moon is here. They have a moon in Somalia too. No, of course. I just like the moon. Maybe it's full too. That looks like a star. Could be plain too. Not sure. Nice. Let's see if we can find some place with daylights. That looks like it's inside somewhere. I want to go outside and see. There aren't too many places here in Street View. There's also inside, also indoors. We have a place outside. Okay, let's check it out. Welcome to Kaysani Hospital. Cool, from 1992. And I really like that tree behind here. Let's check it out. A hospital. Yeah, I don't know if these are patients or visitors or maybe they work here. Could be a combination. Tent. Some flags. Yeah, so the hospital. Sitting in the shade. It's probably a hot day here. Alright, so that is what a hospital could look like in Mogadishu. Landscapes! Let's start with the topography map of Somalia. As you see, the low-lying areas are around the coast to the east, and especially in the south. In this area, between the Wadi Juba River and the Shabelle River, the land is being used for agriculture. Approaching Kenya, the land is being used for pasture. Here we can find savanna and steppe landscapes, dry grasslands. When we go further inland, but also further north, the elevation gets higher. There are plateaus with elevations between 9 and 2100 meters. And here it is extremely dry. There is desert and it is hot. I zoom in a bit on Somalia's desert. Look at the color of this place. And look at these small oases with some water and trees around them, wanting all the water. This looks amazing. So yeah, these areas are really hot. And some of the highest recorded temperatures in the whole world have been recorded in Somalia. And in the town Berbera, the average temperature during the summer is 38 degrees Celsius or 100 degrees Fahrenheit. That is with nights included. That is body temperature. If you want to cool down a little, it helps to rise a bit more in elevation. And the highest elevations in the country are found in the Ogo Mountains, a mountain range. And you can see them easily on the map. There is a color difference. It is greener here. It is a bit colder and more trees grow here. The tallest point of Somalia is found here. It is called Shimbiris and lies at an elevation of 2,460 meters. Fun fact, this mountain is 9 meters shorter than Norway's tallest mountain. They almost had the same elevation. Rivers. I already mentioned the two permanent rivers that exist in Somalia, the Wadi Juba River and the Shabelle River. Both have their sources in the highlands of Ethiopia, and they both flow southwards. Here is the Shabelle River. It is pretty obvious on the map. Many towns lie along this river and is being used for agriculture. It passes Mogadishu, runs parallel to the coast, but it gets drier and drier and turns into a swamp area, and eventually it dries up. So unlike most rivers, it doesn't end up in the ocean. But the other river, the Juba, reaches the sea at the town Gubwain. This land looks super red, by the way. Wow. Lakes. Somalia does not have any permanent lakes. Some basins, low-lying dips in the earth, will be filled with rainwater or floodwater. So there are temporary ponds, but no permanent lakes. Let's do a random street view. So from street view, there wasn't a lot to see in Mogadishu. Let's see how it is for the rest of the country. Okay, there aren't too many places we can go, but there are some. Let's check out this place. Oh, a mountain and water. Let's check out the mountain first. This looks like sedimentary rock. I'm not sure though. And here is water. Yeah, so there aren't any lakes in Somalia, but there could be temporary ponds. Maybe this is one of them? Because we are inland, this isn't the ocean. Oh, I love the color of the roofs of these houses. I see green and blue. And some more green and blue. Yeah, I like the colors of these houses. I like this rock too. Alright, colors of Somalia. Golden, brown stones, and colorful roofs. Let's also check out this place. Okay, it's a little strange picture. I love the nature here though. It's just a mixture of many elements here. This view, it looks amazing. But I don't think these rocks are actually that big. Let's see. Well, it is pretty green here. You know, if you look at the map of Somalia, it might look like everything is yellow and everything is desert. But here are many plants. It's probably still pretty dry here though. There are people here. I wonder what they're doing. Maybe they're just going for a walk. These are pretty big houses. Nah, I don't know what that means. It's a creative picture though. Alright, it's fun to see what Somalia looks like. Opposite side time. I put my ruler in the capital city Mogadishu, move it for 20,000 kilometers around the globe, and we land in the Pacific Ocean. The closest land is this little island, part of the Marquesas Islands, part of French Polynesia, an overseas collectivity of France. Now, it is time for travel suggestions. So, if you want to travel to Somalia, you will probably land at Aden Ade International Airport in the capital city Mogadishu. Someone from Mogadishu reached out to me on my Instagram account, and he recommends visiting this city. You can visit a mosque, the Mosque of Islamic Solidarity. Mogadishu's main mosque. I've been in a mosque before in Lebanon, and what I liked there is seeing what it looked like inside. There was lots of arts, and we had a conversation with a local there, so maybe visiting this mosque in Mogadishu could also be a good way to meet locals. Another place to meet locals, I believe, is Lido Beach, lying a bit more to the north and touching the Indian Ocean. There are restaurants here and hotels, you can enjoy the sun. This is one of the most popular beaches of the whole country. And go for a swim on a hot day, which there are plenty of in Somalia. Let's continue our trip through Somalia by traveling north, close to the town Hargeisa, to Las Gil. I'm probably mispronouncing all these names. And what makes this place special are cave paintings of humans and animals. There are cave formations, and they have some of the earliest known cave paintings in the Horn of Africa, on the African aurochs, an extinct species of wild cattle, so a cow. This place has been known to locals for centuries, but it was first after a French expedition in 2002 that these caves became known internationally. Tourists come here to see these super old paintings, and there are local guides that can tell you more about this place. Oh, and also, I would love to come here just for the landscapes too. Look at how beautiful it is. It is dry and the trees are short, there are some mountains. I like it. Okay, we want to see a bit more of Somalia's landscapes before we end this episode. Let's head to Dalo Mountain in the north, part of the Ogo Mountains. And this looks pretty different than the surroundings of Las Gil. This is much greener, many more trees and tall trees. This area is definitely one of Somalia's most beautiful places. Dalo Mountain is actually a national park, so it is here for conservation purposes. And what needs to be conservated here are trees that are over 1,000 years old. They are valuable, so it is a great thing that this area has been made a national park. Also, the park has plants that even have medical value. Many animals enjoy living here too, such as baboons, leopards, and hyenas. By visiting here and spending some money, you might support the conservation of this valuable area. And you get to visit a place that not many tourists have before. Somalia has a lot to offer. There is beautiful nature, a relaxing beach at the capital city Mogadishu, wildlife, mountains, trees of over 1,000 years old, and there aren't too many tourists here. There are probably many places left that aren't known internationally yet. So maybe we will learn more about the country in the future, when we can travel again. These were some geographical facts on Somalia. Next time we're going to go back to Oceania, to Solomon Islands. And we're zooming out. Thank you for watching, guys.